Now, we have to get to something that's been, and we had a big. Well, you guys had a big talk about it in our group chat. I didn't get a chance to read it yet. I'm sorry,
Uh-huh,
but there was a whole debate online
uh-huh.
between who the bigger team is, Inter Milan or Arsenal. And I mean, it was nuts. It was nuts.
Yeah,
It consumed my timeline. Um, so we'll
I just kept
tackle
seeing the
that
memes. Yeah,
Oh
there's
my gosh, the memes
the
are
memes were great.
priceless.
Yeah,
So we can tackle that aspect of it. And then after tackle the second aspect of it, which
uh-huh.
we will, get to a little bit later. But for
Yeah,
me, if you want to talk about worldwide popularity, I can maybe understand why Arsenal would have that just because
yeah,
how popular the Premier League is, and
Yeah.
yeah.
only because of how popular the Premier League
And the
is.
early 2000s of what that team represented, like they had the Invincibles and all that type of things. But
Yeah,
like, there's a big fan base that grew off of that, and I mean, you have arguably one of the biggest Premier League stars to ever play the game on that team in Thierry Henry. So
yeah.
a large
Who many
portion of
consider
that
the goat
fan,
of the Prem.
Should have
yeah,
won
and
Ballon
like
d'Or.
a large part of that fan base
Sure.
is because of him, right? A lot of people
Yeah,
gravitated towards him for how good he was, how dynamic he was. So it's like
yeah.
a lot of their popularity came from the early 2000s.
Yes. So I 100% I agree with you. And I don't mind Arsenal as a club at all. Like I don't mind them. Like I don't find them like
Yeah,
intolerable. But also I don't live
I mean,
in an area where there's a lot
yeah,
of Arsenal fans. Right. I'm not in the UK. I don't know. I'm not in London. I don't know what it's like.
one Arsenal fan is
But
already too many.
but if you're talking historically
that's
success, if you're talking players that have played for the club, like if you did like an all-time starting
not
11,
not
it's
close.
not even close. It's not
Trophy
Inter.
wise, players.
And I'm an AC fan saying this, but Inter is dog. Okay, maybe dog walking's aggressive, but they're handling Arsenal because first of all, who's stopping R9? Can we
Yeah,
talk about that? Who's
and like
stopping R9?
prime R9,
Prime
like
R9. Like what are we
yeah, like
talking about right now? Zanetti?
yeah,
That's why when people say big club, it can mean
Come on.
very different things.
yeah.
Seedorf, Pirlo, like just a couple of names that have graced the club. Like, what are we talking about? Like, can we be Cannavaro?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right? So,
some
Look, on
big
a
like,
guys.
on a club level, I think it's not a conversation. I think Inter's better. Now, there's a lot of other variables that makes the club big, but let's say
Would you
I'm
say
measuring
Samuel
just
Eto'o?
that's true. I'm
of
measuring just
course,
based off
Wesley
success.
Snyder,
It's like you cannot
Mm,
like on a on a league
Adriano. Sorry,
level,
Paul.
on a league level,
Adriano.
they could be somewhat comparable maybe. But if you're looking at a global scale, like I'm saying how Inter is to Serie A versus Arsenal is to
No,
Nah,
I don't think you could say that
not
but
even.
I
because
think
Inter
because
has
Inter has more
Champions
trophies.
Leagues.
Yeah,
No, no, I'm
they've
saying
they've
within
won
their
trebles, like a
domestic
treble.
league. I'm Do you think there could be?
Um,
I personally think Inter is better all the way around. It's not a conversation because look, Champions
are you
League.
talking specifically Premier League era?
Well,
Yeah,
no,
because
look,
that's
I'm saying domestic wise, I believe um Inter has what like 36 cups, all
In
trophies.
total? Yeah.
Arsenal has. See, this is where it gets hard because Arsenal has look 13 Premier Leagues, 14 FA Cups, and then do you count the other one? Like there's League Cups and Community Shields. Like whatever you add that, the numbers are actually kind of similar. It's so like each other compared on a domestic level. I still think Inter's teams. I'm not talking about player versus player basis because I think Inter 9 out of the 10 times probably has the better player. In terms of domestic accolades, I think they're on par. It's when you hit Europe that Inter
yeah.
basically,
Yes.
you
But
know what I
if
mean?
if you did
So
a
if you,
combined starting 11, who would have the majority of the players?
oh no, Inter, I don't disagree with
Yes.
that.
And
You know
even
what I
just in the
mean?
last 30
I'm
years.
stating like the arguments where they're on par and where in like so
Yeah.
when like on what's it called? Quick glance, you say Inter. When you deep diver,
Yeah.
there actually is some comparable, but it's still Inter.
I think I could say two players that make the Inter like the combined 11. I think only two Arsenal guys make it in. Vieira and
Thierry.
Thierry. Yeah, and Vieira.
Yeah.
And
And
Vieira
that's
played for
and
Inter. And Vieira played for
but
Inter.
Vieira played for Inter, but also
Yeah.
Lothar. And I apologize if I'm butchering his name, but Lothar Matthias or Matthias,
Matthias, yeah.
Matthias.
Yeah.
right? Like
One of the greatest
he's
mids
a,
of all time.
Vieira
Yeah.
might not even get it if that's the case, right? So like
Yeah.
it's and maybe edit that part where I fucked up his name.
Do you not put Bergkamp on that team?
Bergkamp played for both teams.
He did.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
It's
go.
because when you think Bergkamp, his prime years was
but he doesn't
Arsenal.
make it in because he's not better than R9, and that's your
No.
striker.
Well, I mean, look, then you could get into what formation you're playing, but that's a whole other topic that we.
Let's
Yeah,
just
but
say
you're not
like
gonna-
4-3-3. Let's just keep it at
Yeah,
4-3-3.
exactly.
One
And, like-
striker, yeah, one striker. No one's taking R9's place.
And it's also like Bergkamp was never like an out and out striker. He was a center
What?
forward.
Center
Hold
forward.
on a second.
Yeah,
Hold
so
on
he
a
played
second.
a little bit back, but like it's not like you're gonna take him out for R9 and
Even if
carry
you
on.
did
If you play,
put,
yeah,
even if you did play two strikers, and let's say like let's eliminate Henry from the conversation because he's obviously on the team.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not taking Bergkamp over Adriano. Are you crazy? I'm not taking Bergkamp over Zlatan.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
I'm
Over
like
Zlatan?
before you even say
but like,
Adriano, there's Eto
third
and
time
Ibra.
there. Yeah, like
So-
Eto, but also
Yeah, but
there's also
but
there's
peak
RVP too.
Adriano,
Yeah.
peak Adriano. If you're just talking about his peak, could have an argument of
Yeah.
being better than
But that's
Eto
like a,
and
that's like
Ibra.
a 3-year gap.
So you're
of his
taking every
dominance.
player their peak performance.
Yeah, not like
Yeah.
what they did at the team, because then like
Okay.
you're not going to consider like Seedorf
I
was
still
good.
don't
But Seedorf
think it-
wasn't
yeah.
an Inter guy. He was more of a
Yeah,
AC Milan guy
Real,
that dominated there. Yeah,
and Ajax. I mean, he's just so good. So that conversation on Twitter, and it was funny
Yeah.
to see the Serie A fans just kind of like unite.
Oh my God, they united. I saw one video where it was just one dude. It was like that famous video of like there's just one dude, and then there's like 7 people behind, just with a gun, just absolutely obliterating him, and it's just all the faces were just
Yes.
AC Milan, Juve, Inter,
Napoli.
Roma. Yeah, just all of us
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
just united to just destroy Arsenal. It was fantastic.
Priceless.
I'm all for it. Fuck Arsenal.
Oh my gosh.